friends, it's Sonia, and it is another glorious day. We are in the garage. We are going to do some painting. We've already done some painting right here on this guy. I'm going to probably add an additional coat to get full coverage. I did this really quick, this first coat on Facebook Live, probably, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. And I haven't had a chance to come back to it because there's just been a lot of things on the go. So she's been waiting on the sidelines. Remember we did the mirror the other day to match this? This is indeed the piece. So let me just, put a quick coat on top of here, and then we're going to finish this girl off, and she's gonna go into her new home upstairs in my hallway a little later today, which I am super excited about. All right, let me find my Liberty Blue, my paintbrush. Liberty Blue, my paintbrush. Now we're going to make it happen. Never forget to stir your paint. Oh yeah, she's been waiting for me to come back. Look at that beautiful blue. Oh, love it. So I'm just using a small paintbrush around the handles because the handles, I've taken the screws out of them and they still do not want to come out. So I'm guessing that this piece was finished before and somehow, I don't know if the handles were glued back on or they went back on when the piece was wet, but they do not want to come off. So I'm just kind of like putting my second coat on around with a little paintbrush. Tell me if you've done this before. So if it doesn't want to play nice, fine. This is option 2. So I'm using my coarse grit sand block here to do my distressing. I do love some distress marks, so I'm gonna wear down my paint just a little bit to give these really cool scuff marks. And what's gonna happen is when we seal, not only is the paint pigment's gonna pop, but this beautiful wood grain will really show through and really just, make those distress marks really, really obvious. So I'm doing this, I'm giving a nice polish to the piece, any brush hairs fall off, sands my paint nice and buttery smooth, and I get my distress marks all at the same time. If you're not looking for distressing, you might want to grab one of those gray fine polishing pads that I have in my shop. It's just fine grit, and that way you can polish without ripping off your paint. Okay, I have gone all over and polished this beauty. Because I did some wet distressing, meaning that I didn't let my paint fully dry. It was like 90% dry. There were still a couple little spots like this back here you can see. I like to do some wet distressing, especially if I'm going, or when I'm going for distressed looks, rustic looks, because it adds character. Everything doesn't look the same, and all of a sudden you have these little like spots that just look different and give it characteristic like an old piece. So therefore I'm a big fan of wet distressing in combo with regular dry distressing and polishing all over. And now I'm going to get ready to grab my monkey shine, and I'm probably going to go get hydrated real quick and then maybe pop over on Facebook, say hello, do a little monkey shining over there We'll see how far we get. This is kind of where we are. We got a little bit monkey shined, a little bit not. We got a little bit of our white gold metallic going on. A lot not. So she's kind of all over the map right now because I was just really experimenting with stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and put you guys back up here and finish off this piece because she's kind of like, you know, she's like at the halfway point, right? She needs to go over the mountain, over the top, and let's finish it off. Now I'm just gonna let that monkey shine sit on there and really just, you know, give my piece of furniture a spa treatment. I got plenty of time to go in before I have to buff off. I'm gonna work on the legs. So I added my white gold metallic wax just kind of as a test and found that here I am looking for it. It's in my hand to show you guys. It's like when you look for your glasses and they're on your head, or, you know, you're carrying something with you on your person. Okay, so white gold, and what I'm gonna do now is, yeah, just go ahead and really just bling it out a little more. So I've decided I'm gonna leave the top a dark blue. I wasn't sure if I should go all the way in with the metallic like over the top, but I kind of like that edge being done. Take my brush and just move it along there a little more. Friends, it's at the end of the day. My crock pot smells like she's like, woohoo, supper's ready, Sonia. And I'm glad I got this project finished as well. So I threw a few things that I had laying around here in my garage just because I wanted to see, you know, again, when you bring your decor onto it, it starts to take its own personality on that you were kind of hoping for when you started the project. So I threw up a few things here just to get an idea of how it's gonna look inside. And I gotta tell you, I love it. I love it. So I'm just buffing off my monkey shine here and gonna let her sit and just kind of chill out for a little bit. She had a beautiful spa day. And then after supper, we're gonna put this in place upstairs in my hallway. And there is the mirror that we did the other day that matches it. So I'm kind of glad we got those two pieces knocked out. If you can imagine the mirror behind it and a couple more of my, like, you know, just kind of prized, whether it's my art prints or something like that to kind of go around it. I think it will look really, really nice in the hallway. I'm really excited with this. And remember, we've got those rusty kind of colored rugs as well that will go with it. So I think it's where we want her to be. I love it. You guys love it? Hopefully it gives you some inspiration. I kind of played really different with these pencil legs and put a little more bling bling on it, which I do love. I love the fact that I did something a little different on this one. So it keeps it interesting. Nice. $10. I like it. Take care, friends, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.